Okay. Okay. So I'm recording this class because, like the boss asks. So I need to do that, but because we learn about tenses, which is which is past perfect, which is past perfect continue. Oh no, it's past perfect tense. So we need to use a little bit of Indonesia, a little bit of bahasa. I'm like,
Okay.
that's fine lah. I mean, like, there because they will cut the part when we speak in bahasa, and they will take the part when we speak in English. So, okay,
So,
so uh, let's just dig into our lesson. Aduh, aku malu banget nih, Kak. Bismillah ya. Mana sih materi. Nah, jadi di sini aku udah Nah, oke, jadi di sini aku udah punya yang pertama. Kita bakal mulai dari past perfect ya, Kak. Nah, jadi di sini itu, I mean like in this module, we only have like the formula and then the explanation about past perfect tense. But like there is an additional materials about these lessons in the SL library. So for the first time, I mean like first thing first, we just need to like take a look at this module, and then after that, we are going to learn about the additional material. So I'm going to share my screen here. Ta-da! Can you see my screen?
yes.
Yes. Okay. So past perfect tense. Nah, jadi di dalam past perfect tense ini sebenarnya kalau misalnya aku explain dengan cara yang seperti ini ya, Kak, it's quite hard to understand, and I don't think that I could explain it clearly to you gitu loh. Jadi kita baca dulu. Let's just read the explanation. So, jadi past perfect tense ini digunakan untuk menunjukkan kejadian yang terjadi sebelum waktu tertentu di masa lampau dan lebih menekankan pada hasil daripada durasi kejadiannya. Biasanya digunakan untuk menunjukkan kejadian mana yang lebih dahulu terjadi kali ya, yang lebih dahulu terjadi di antara dua kejadian yang terjadi di masa lampau. Jadi, bentar ya, ini mungkin agak sedikit susah dipahami. Oke, kita lihat ke contohnya dulu. Jangan lihat ke formulanya langsung, kita lihat ke contohnya dulu. I had finished my homework before I met up with my friends. Jadi sebenarnya dia itu ada dua, there is two clause, ada dua clause di situ kan, Kak. Yang pertama, I had finished my homework and then I met up with my friends yesterday, gitu kan. Di clause pertama, in the first clause itu, dia menggunakan past perfect ini tadi. Dari mana kita bisa mengidentify kalau itu past perfect? Because there is had, which is the verb 3 of have ya gitu ya. No, which is the verb 2 of have, and then finish, which is the verb 3 of finish gitu ya. Nah, kemudian there is met, berarti di klausa kedua dia itu menggunakan past, right? Nah, jadi maksudnya apa? Jadi dalam tenses ini tuh, dia tuh untuk menjelaskan suatu kejadian yang sudah terjadi gitu loh, atau yang sudah selesai dilakukan sebelum kejadian kedua itu terjadi. Nah, simpelnya gitu. Misalnya gini, I'm going to give you another example. Misalnya, aku bilang sama Kamila, iya nih Kamila, aku udah selesai mandi sebelum Kamila nelpon aku tadi gitu loh. That is another example gitu loh. Nah, terus jangan lupa di klausa keduanya itu juga menggunakan past gitu loh. Nah, kita lihat di sini ya. Ini kan rumus untuk ininya ya, Kak. Maksudnya ini kan formula yang untuk past perfect tense-nya aja gitu loh. Nah, tapi ketika misalnya past perfect ini digunakan untuk menyatakan dua kejadian yang terjadi di masa lalu, maka akan ada juga di klosa kedua itu simple past. Ini kalau jadi subject plus had plus verb 3 itu plus complement itu untuk di klosa pertama, kemudian simple past untuk di klosa keduanya. Kalau misalnya kakak menggunakan past perfect ini untuk menyatakan dua kejadian yang terjadi di masa lalu gitu loh. Tapi if you say that, I mean like if you only say that I had finished my homework, you don't need to put the simple past untuk second clause-nya. Oke? Okay? Kemudian for the negative formnya mudah ya Kak. I mean like we just need to add not after the had gitu loh. So I had not finished my homework before I met up with my friends yesterday. Kemudian yang interrogative-nya lebih mudah lagi, had-nya tinggal dibawa ke depan, kemudian subjeknya dimundurkan ke belakang. So had I finished my homework before I met up with my friends yesterday. Nah, oke, jadi ini adalah salah satu salah satu contoh dan formulanya gitu loh. Nah, kita akan dalami lagi ini di dalam ISL. Oke, jadi past. Nah, ini dia. It's about past perfect gitu ya. Kita karena di sini ada contoh because there is a story in this module gitu, in this ESL module. Nah, oke. We have we have our first story here, the amusement park. Can you please read this story for me, Kak Mila?
Okay, sure. So the amusement park. I went to a huge amusement park yesterday. I had never been to one before. I had visited small country fairs with Ferris wheels and merry-go-rounds, but this amusement park had huge roller coasters that went really fast. They went upside down. I had never ridden a roller coaster before. I had seen them in movies, but I always thought they looked scary. When I rode it for the first time, I loved it. I rode it 5 times in a row. I had also hoped to ride the biggest roller coaster in the park, but the lineups were too long. I had always heard that amusement parks were fun, but I had never imagined I would like them this much.
Okay. So, Camila, what is the point of this story? What is the conclusion of this story, of this amusement park story?
Yeah, so it's about somebody who went to amusement park that he or she had never been to before.
Yes.
And he or she loved it, and he or she didn't imagine that he or she would have liked it so much. And in the amusement park, yeah, let's say I like, or I mean, he or she like doing the roller coaster.
Yes.
Last, something like that.
Okay, so it's actually she because it's a girl gitu loh.
Oh, girl.
So,
oh, yeah.
yes.
That.
So, okay, wait a minute. I think we need to, close this first. Okay, so Camila, the amusement park. You know what is the meaning of amusement, right? Amusement. It's taman hiburan gitu lah, kayak semacam kalau di Indo tuh apa ya? Ya taman hiburan ya. Tapi kalau di Indo tuh biasanya taman hiburan tuh biasanya buka kayak malam-malam gitu ya Kak. Tapi kalau di luar itu mereka enggak deh, kayaknya di Rusia doang deh yang kayak gitu. Soalnya aku suka lihat kayak di film-film gitu juga, kayak taman hiburan, kayak taman main gitu. Mereka biasanya buka juga malam sih, tapi kalau di Rusia itu kayak taman bermain itu buka 24 jam sih, karena mereka kayak ada shift-shift gitu yang jaganya gitu kan. Dan itu gratis sih kalau di Rusia. So, after we read the story, there are a few questions here. So we need to answer these questions first. Had she ever been to an amusement park before?
No, she had never. She
Never.
had. She hadn't ever been to an amusement park before.
Amazing. So, had she visited country fairs before?
I forget that.
Okay,
I
let's
think
just.
she
Okay, I had
has,
visited small country fairs, but Ferris wheels and merry-go-rounds with Ferris wheels and merry-go-rounds, but this amusement park had a huge roller coaster that went really fast. So what is the answer of number two? Had she visited country fairs before?
yes, she had visited county fairs before.
What about you, Camila? Like, I mean, like, had you ever visited like some kind of amusement park, or I mean, like,
I went to do fun. I think when I was in high school, grade 11.
okay.
Yeah, so I went to Dufan Jakarta in Jakarta for the first time, and probably would be my last time.
Why?
Because
Why?
it's scary. But I did roller coaster. I did
Really?
yeah,
And how did it feel?
it was fun, but also scary.
Really?
Scary.
You know, like I swear to God that I would never ever in my life to, like
Never. You
no, I will not gonna, like ride a roller coaster. Like I swear in my life I would never ever ride a roller coaster in my life because it
so you
scares me some.
so
I mean
never
like it
been to
it
any
scares me.
amusement park before?
I had
Any?
never. No, I had never. I had never because I hate, like I don't really like, like being in a crowded.
Oh,
Yes, I don't really like
but
being in a crowded.
yeah. So I only uh went to amusement park like Dufan only one time. But you never been to any, right? But
Yes.
um, I think you should at least one time in your life. Just
No, no,
try it.
no. I mean, like, I don't really interest, like, I don't really interest to go to the amusement park or something, like Dufan or Ancol or whatever it is, like, because I don't really like being in a crowd, not crowded. I'm like, I don't really like being in a crowd. I don't really like, I don't know. I think I hate crowd because because it's hard and then it makes you cannot breathe.
No.
Okay, so are there roller coaster at small country fairs
I
according to the
think
story?
yes, but not as huge as that one.
Yes,
You
in
to,
the amusement park one, right? Had she ever ridden a roller coaster before?
yeah, I think she had ever ridden a roller coaster before.
Okay, so had
Like,
she always been scared of roller coaster?
had she always been scared of? Um, no, she had always she had not always been scared of roller coaster.
What about you? Have you always been scared of roller coaster, Camila? Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
me too.
But again, at
Okay.
least try one time, yeah.
So you're not gonna do that for the second time?
Nope. No, it's scary. And
No, okay, okay. I like
I
I like
don't
I totally
want them to do fun again, but no, I don't want it. It was
like I totally understand like why I mean like why I mean like why you say that. I totally understand because roller coaster is a nightmare. And
yeah.
then did she enjoy her first ride on a roller coaster?
Yeah, she did enjoy her first ride on the roller coaster.
Exactly. And then what had she hoped to do at the amusement park that was not able to?
Oh, that one I forget. Can you
Okay,
go
so
up again?
what
Sorry.
had she hoped to do it? Okay, so and then I had also hoped to ride the biggest roller coaster in the park, but the lineups were too long. Okay, so the thing is, she really wants to ride the biggest roller coaster in that park, but things happen. Lineups were too long,
Yeah,
so she
that's
don't really, she don't really, like have time to to make a line. And then, had she ever imagined she would like amusement park?
no, she had never imagined she would like
Yes,
parks.
she had never imagined she would like amusement parks. Okay, so this is the first story. And then we have the second story here. My boss was angry with me. Can you please read this story for me, Camila?
Yeah, sure. So my boss was
Okay.
angry with me. My boss was angry with me yesterday. She said that I had forgotten to write the finance report. I reminded her that we had agreed to finish the report next week. A few days earlier, I had asked her for one more week to prepare the report, and she agreed. I had needed more time because last week I was in San Francisco on business and I had fallen behind in my work. Apparently, she had forgotten that conversation, and usually my boss is quite understanding. Maybe she had had a bad week.
Yes, she had had a bad week. Okay, so what is the conclusion of this story, Camila?
Um, this probably happened a lot for many workers, especially in Jakarta or anywhere else.
Does
Um,
it does it also happen to you?
uh, yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Can
So
you like continue?
it's about um, boss, lady boss,
Yes.
angry to her uh, staff um, because she thought that her staff was or had forgotten to write the finance report, but she
Yes.
forgot that she already agreed um, him to make the report next week.
Okay.
The staff or he was in San Francisco and
Hmm.
he had fallen behind in his work.
Yes.
But seems like the boss, she forgot that conversation. So yeah, so but she was so angry with him
Huh?
about it, and he thought that usually the boss is quite understanding, but
Uh,
he again thought maybe she just had a bad week.
yes, that's totally true. So this is some kind of, like a sad experience. No, I mean like a bad experience of one of the a worker gitu ya, or employee gitu. So Camila, I mean like, do you have any bad experience in your work?
In my work, yeah, very much.
Really? Can you at least tell me one? Like one, like the worst one, like
I
the worst
really
experience.
remember it. I cannot really remember it because it's um 1 or 2 years ago. I was working as secretary to director,
Yes, and then
but how to say, it was a private company, so it's not a big
okay,
company. She is she was a business consultant and
okay,
worked privately with her, so it was only me in the company. I mean, working
yes,
for her,
uh,
and she was a fussy boss, and yeah, so just like this boss on the story,
yes,
because she often forgot things she forgot things easily.
I see.
Easily, yeah. So she forget things easily. So sometimes she got angry at me for something that I was actually not wrong about. But
Mm.
luckily, I got a proof. So how to say? So she couldn't
Argue?
yeah with me. Couldn't argue more about it. But
Mm.
so far, I we never really argue about things because maybe I was a good staff or something. So it was all fine. And I worked with her only for a few months, only like
Oh, really?
a
A
month.
few months?
Yeah, so I cannot really tell you one story because I forget actually.
Yeah, that's
But
fine.
yeah, but I can tell you the overall story or overall conclusion working with her was
Mm.
crazy because yeah.
Yeah. So actually, I mean, like the person in this story, uh, like she had a bad experience at her work, and it also happened to you, right? I think like bad experience, like, or sad experience happen to all of the workers maybe, right? Because especially when they work for someone, right? If they own a company, I mean, like, they'll face the problem, not the person, right? But if you work for someone, I'm like, being an employee and work for someone, you have a problem, and then you need to face someone and your problem. Okay, it's quite interesting, like, to discuss about work experience. Okay, so we have another questions here. Why was his boss angry with him? Oh, so this is a boy? This is a man? Really?
Huh? Really? No, it's
Oh, this one. This. Oh my God. This one is the employee, and this one is the boss. Okay. So why was his boss angry with him?
yeah because he had forgotten to write his finance report.
Yeah, finance report. What had he told his boss during their previous conversation?
Um, that he would make the finance report next week.
Okay, is it?
Is that correct?
Yes, 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 yes. They both had agreed to finish the report next week. Yeah, that's true. And then why might his boss not have been very understanding?
Oh, udah nomor 5 ya? Not
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Why had he asked for more time to
sampai
finish the report?
sampai 3.
Oh my God, Camila, I'm so sorry. Soalnya
Yeah.
tadi
You
scrollnya,
the boss.
I scrolled too far.
You
Okay, okay. Who had actually forgotten something, him or his boss?
his boss.
His boss, actually, because they had agreed to finish,
Yeah.
like, the report to next week's. Okay. Number 4. Why had he asked for more time to finish the report?
Yeah, because he had fallen behind um, in the meeting in San Francisco, I think.
Okay, so
He had fallen behind in his work
yeah, 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 yeah.
on business.
What about number 5? Why might his boss have not have been very understanding? Why?
Probably because she had a bad week.
Yes, because she had a bad week gitu ya. Okay, so
Yeah, she had.
yeah, I mean, like, you get the point, right? Why they write it as had here?
Yes, yes.
Because like, the I mean, like my previous explanation said that it's past and perfect,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, like perfect tense. They always use verb three for the sentence. Like
Mm.
they always use verb three for the sentence, and then the verb two for past, and then there's no difference between the verb two and verb three for have, right? So they use had. She had a
Yeah.
bad week. Jadi kayak hari-hari apa atau minggu-minggunya itu dia punya minggu-minggu yang buruk gitu. Tapi minggu-minggunya itu telah terlewatkan gitu loh. Sudah terjadi dan sudah selesai. And then we have the audition. So, Camila, would you like to read this story for me?
Sure. So
Okay.
the audition. Last Saturday, there was an audition for a play. Bill had spent the previous 2 weeks preparing for the audition. He had read the entire play and had memorized all his lines. He had booked the audition day of work. He had even learned to speak with a British accent because it was a Shakespearean play. He had practiced his lines in front of his girlfriends, his parents, and even his dog. He had really hoped to impress the directors. He had bought a new shirt to wear the day of the audition. Unfortunately, that day Bill woke up with a terrible fever. He couldn't even get out of bed because he felt so sick, and Bill was so upset about missing the audition because he had invested so much time and effort into it.
Okay, so this is about someone who joins like an audition, right? And
Yeah.
then what happened? I mean, like what happened to him gitu Kak? What happened to him?
He had prepared for the audition, but on the day on the day he was supposed to go for the audition, um, he he had fever. He was sick,
Yeah.
so
Never.
he couldn't go.
Okay, so he couldn't even get it off bed gitu loh because of the fever gitu loh kan. And then uh sh- uh he
He
I
was
mean
so
like
upset.
he had preparing for like he had preparing something for the audition, right?
Yeah,
And what
yeah.
is that? What was he preparing for?
So
Like the audition. I mean like he
yeah,
was okay.
he had read the entire play and memorized all his lines, booked the audition day of work, and
Mm,
he also prepared to learn how to speak with a British accent. Yeah,
mm-mm.
and then he had yeah, so he also had practiced his lines in front of his girlfriends, his
His
parents,
parents.
and even his dog. Yeah,
Uh,
that's what he prepared, I think.
okay. But like things happened to him, so sad. Okay, Kak
Yeah.
Mila. I mean like had you ever joined some kind of audition before?
Nope. I'm
Nope.
very apa ya? I'm not a very confident person to be.
Me too. Whoa. Me too. I
Yeah.
don't know. It like it feels weird for me, like even to speak like in front of a lot of people in my class or to speak to someone new. It's it's quite weird for me, but you know like sometimes I have an ability to make friends with new people, but like to go in front of the class and then like speak in front of everybody. It feels so weird for me,
Yeah.
right? What about you, Camila?
Yeah, also, I mean, I have many friends around me, but I'm not a very confident person, how to say, to be in public or to initiate a new friendship with new people. So gimana ya bilangnya ya? Ya, I don't know. So audition is a big no for me. and because I have no talent.
Oh, no, you cannot say that. You just don't want to spill the bean, you know. You just don't want to spill the bean.
But it's not really audition. Maybe it's more like a competition. Yes.
Okay, what is that? What is that, Camila? Can you tell me?
Well, it was a chess competition, so it's not really audition.
Okay.
I didn't have to speak in public. Yeah, but it's different, I think. Audition.
Yeah, it's more likely to competition, right? Yeah, it's not really audition, you know, it's competition. You compete with somebody, like you compete with someone gitu kan. Okay, so there is like a few questions again. How long had Bill spent preparing for the audition?
I actually forget. I think 1 week.
Yes, it's a week only. And then what had Bill done to prepare for the audition? Name 3 things.
Okay, so he booked 1 day of work. That's what I remember first.
Yeah.
First
And
one.
then
And he prepared. He practiced and memorized all his line for the
yes.
audition. That second one, and then the third time, apa ya? I think he practiced in front of. Oh, no,
Yes. Yes. He
yeah,
had
but
practiced
the number.
in front of his family, his
Yeah.
girlfriend, even his dog, gitu loh. And then number 3, who had Bill practiced his line in front of? Okay, you definitely know the answer of this question.
Yeah, that's actually for number 3. So in front of his girlfriend, his parents, and his dog.
Okay, so Camila, I mean, like, uh, did you ever did you ever do the same? You know, like when you want, I mean, like when you have to speak in front of someone, or if you, I mean, have to speak in front of your boss, or if you have to presentation in front of your class, gitu loh. I mean, like, had you ever done the same thing, gitu? Like, you know, prepare that and, you know, like practice in front of someone, gitu?
Well, no. Actually, I had
No?
never been doing it. I
Oh.
had never been doing it. I mean, if I have to speak in public and then I have to practice doing it, then I will just do it in my room.
Oh, so you had never
I mean,
ever you know, like practiced in front of someone?
yeah, if you mean if I ever had practice, you know, like preparing something in front of my family or friends more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I always do things alone.
Oh,
Yeah,
me. I mean, like
I
me
think
too. You know, like when I
if you
no, actually
focus
no.
on it, right? Yeah.
Oh, I see. I mean, like when I prepare, I mean, like when I prepare something, uh, I, I mean, like I often need someone's help actually. So yeah, but I mean, like for this matter, maybe like maybe to, you know, like to speech in front of a bunch of people, or to give or to give some kind of lesson in front of the people. I mean, like I had ever practiced in front of my mom and then my sisters. Okay, so number 4, who had Bill hoped to impress?
Yeah, he had hoped to impress his director. I mean, the director.
Okay, yeah, the director. And then what actually happened the day of the audition?
So he felt so sick,
Yes.
so he couldn't even get out of bed.
Yes. Have you ever, like experienced the same thing, Camila? Like when you already prepared for all the things, and then when the day came, I'm like when the day comes, and then all the things, all the things were messed up because like maybe you get sick or you have another things to do.
As I can remember, I think I had never experienced such condition, I think.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay, so for number 6, why was Bill so upset about missing the audition?
Yeah, because he thought he had prepared so much for the
Yeah,
audition.
and he also thought that he would come to the audition, right? And he would impress the director, right? Okay, so there is also like a questions here, but I think I already asked it to you. So have you ever been to amusement park this year? And then have you ever visited the United States recently? And then did someone get angry with you? Like I already asked that to you. Okay, so Camila, let's just take a look at our first story here. So, kalau misalnya, like if you see in this story, there is a never and ever, a never and ever word. Itu maksudnya hanya dibedakan berdasarkan pernah atau tidak pernahnya gitu ya Kak. So if there is a ever word, so dia menanyakan pernah tahu enggak gitu loh biasanya kan, atau aku sudah pernah gitu loh. Kalau never berarti tidak pernah gitu kan. Karena because in the previous example yang aku liatin tadi, there is no never or ever gitu kan. Tapi memang sebenarnya sih past perfect ini past perfect ya benar, past perfect ini memang identik dengan had never gitu ya, had never, had ever gitu loh. Okay, so nah kemudian mana tadi ya? Aku lihat tadi. Nah, oke. Okay. Bin ini kakak tahu kenapa ada bin di sini?
Um, karena
Karena
or,
ini adalah kalimat nomina. Jadi
uh,
dia nggak ada kata kerja di sini.
oh iya ya.
Nah, kalau nggak ada kata kerja maka dia menggunakan bin. Bin ini kan adalah bentuk kedua dan ketiga dari be kan?
Hmm.
So I had never been to one before. Jadi aku tidak pernah ada di sana gitu loh sebelumnya. Kemudian mana lagi ya contoh dari pengguna apa maksudnya bin itu? So when you want to say that aku nggak pernah uh, ke aku nggak pernah ke ini misalnya aku nggak pernah ke Paris misalnya. So you just need to say that I had never been to Paris or I had never been in Paris before gitu loh. Ya, in Paris. Okay. So, mana lagi ya contoh dari penggunaan bin itu ya? Jadi pokoknya Kak, kalau misalnya bin ini tuh dia digunakan untuk kalimat nomina ya, yang nggak ada kata kerjanya. Dia menggunakan bin gitu loh.
So can I ask you a question?
Okay, of course.
So what's um, the difference between I had never been to one before or I have never been to one before? I mean,
Kalau
the I had never is past, right, and have never is present, but
present.
yeah, sorry. So gimana ya bilangnya? Jadi
I mean like what is the difference
penggunaannya
between
iya, penggunaannya kadang-kadang kalau kita bilang oh aku tidak pernah ke sana, kadang-kadang aku juga pakainya I have never been there.
Aku juga pakai I have never been gitu loh.
Kan dia agak
Menurut
bingung.
Iya, kalau menurutku sih ya Kak, ini tuh gimana ya? Maksudnya ini tuh sesuatu yang dia ceritakan dalam bentuk lampau juga gitu loh. Maksudnya aku juga kalau misalnya mau ngomong aku nggak pernah ke sana, like aku juga menggunakan ini sih sebenarnya apa namanya, I have ya, I've never been apa gitu. Cuma ini tuh karena dia itu maksudnya maksudnya kejadian sebelumnya itu dia itu sudah terjadi gitu loh. Kan kalau misalnya kita bilang I've never been gitu kan, itu kan kita ngomongnya sekarang gitu kan, iya nggak sih, kita kan ngomongnya sekarang gitu. Dan bentar ya, kita compare kita compare
ini lagi nyeritain
takut salah soalnya.
Maybe
this is ini aku stop share dulu.